What's up, y'all? It's me, it's your boy Asmongold, and today I'll be showing you guys how to go from level 85 to level 90 in about 3 to 4 hours, alright? Now, if y'all are like me, like, I would go level all the way up to level 85, man, and then I would almost want to spend 60 bucks, $60, just to skip those last 5 levels, alright? And so if you're like me, you're in the right spot, because this is how to skip all that bullshit and just get right through into Wards of Draenor without any trouble whatsoever. Now, we're over here at the Temple of the Jade Serpent, and for you guys who are ADD, we're just going to run it a dozen times. So if that's all you need to know, then that's all you need to know. We're just going to be doing this over and over and over. Now, I do want to talk about some other reasons why I chose this instance and some other pitfalls that you can, I guess, like run into while you're doing this. And other than that, it's pretty much simple. Like, this is obviously, it took a few hours, but it's only a 5-minute video, right? Because it's pretty simple. Now, I do want to talk about some constraints that we have. 3 constraints here. For one, we started off at level 86 and not 85. 2, we did have a little bit of rested experience, and 3, we had full heirlooms except for the fishing ring, and so that did also increase our, I guess, our run speed. But I would recommend, or still say, that you could get this done within 3 to 4 hours, even without pretty much any of that stuff, except for maybe a few heirlooms. Okay, and so anyway, the way this is going to work is that you're going to run through Temple of the Jade Serpent, and you want to make sure that you do each run within 6 minutes. And the reason for that, sorry, is you can only run 10 instances per hour, and 10 times 6 is 60, and there's 60 minutes in an hour. And so being able to run it within 6 minutes or less is going to make sure that you're getting the optimum amount of instances per hour that you can, or running the optimum amount of instances possible. And so anyway, just try and get within the 6-minute mark, or as close as you can as possible. Another thing that you also want to know about this is that the reason that this is more efficient in any of the other dungeons, because we tried Stormstout Brewery, we tried every single Mists of Pandaria dungeon. The only one we didn't try was Siege of Nizal Temple, and the reason for that is I didn't really think it would be very efficient, and I didn't really think so. So like maybe Siege of Nizal somehow has some magic secret in it that gives you more experience. I don't really think so, but if it is, then I guess I'm wrong here. But I'm pretty sure this is going to be the most efficient way of doing it. Now, anyways, you guys can see that's the timer for how long I'm doing the runs, and you guys can see on the clock there, the in-game clock. And this is a starting run, and so he just hit level 86 by like exploring something whenever I took him over here. And also one thing I want to say right now, you can pull this girl here away from the middle of the map, and you can kill her before she turns into a dragon. Another thing is if you kill Shaved out too fast, the doors will close and they won't open back up on you, and so you're going to be stuck in here. Wait for Shaved out to close the doors on his own, and then kill him, because if the doors aren't closed whenever he dies, then the doors never open. And so because they'll close automatically, but they won't open unless he's dead. And then if the doors aren't already closed, it doesn't program it to open back up. And so just wait for the doors to close and kill him, and it's going to be no big deal. Anyway, so we tried pretty much every single other dungeon, and this one came out to be the best dungeon. If you do want to switch it up a little bit, go over to Gate of the Setting Sun, and the reason for that is that it goes in a loop, and so you can leave the instance as soon as you kill the last boss, basically, and so you can go back and forth, and so there's no real run back time as you would have in like Stormstout Brewery, because you have to run all the way back. So anyway, guys, this is pretty much the most efficient way of leveling, and the reason this is so good is because I think it was in 6.0, whenever they released the pre-Wards of Draenor patch, they came out with this new thing where you actually get bonus experience. So correct me if I'm wrong, it doesn't really matter though, but the point is that you get bonus experience whenever you actually complete a dungeon. And so by completing a dungeon, you get a ton of experience. And so what we're really banking on here is he's going to be pretty much, as soon as I kill the last boss, he gets all the completion experience. And the completion experience is about 90% of all the experience he's getting. Like the actual mob kills are not really very relevant. And so it's mostly about just getting that completion experience. And so make sure that this also means that you can bring in other friends. And so you can level pretty much 4 people with roughly the same speed as leveling 1 person, because they're all getting the same completion experience. And so this is very efficient with leveling groups of people, and probably definitely the most efficient way in the game to level groups of people. But again, if you do want to switch it up and you're just done, you're sick of seeing Jade Temple, you can go over to Gate of the Setting Sun, and that's also a pretty efficient leveling spot. The rest of them, it will almost always take you over 6 minutes to clear the instance, so it will become inefficient. So anyway, guys, as you guys can see, my item level is very high. It's about 700, and so You might be a little bit slower, but this is definitely going to be the most efficient way of farming, getting from level 85 to level 90. And so anyway, guys, that's really all it takes. Just go do Jade Temple, or Temple of the Jade Serpent. I always say that. Just go do Temple of the Jade Serpent, a bunch of times, and eventually you're going to have your buddy at level 90, and maybe he'll do the same thing for you on your roll. So that's pretty much all I got. Thanks for watching, and like, comment, subscribe.